Hello there, I'm Kirk Anthony with Atlas Ocean Voyages, and I want to thank you so much for your time. We're going to go through the wonderful things about this fantastic new yacht expedition company, Atlas Ocean Voyages. So hopefully you'll pick up some wonderful tidbits of this fantastic brand. Let's get started right away. The first thing that you're going to see is a few videos, because I want you to kind of get an idea about who Atlas Ocean Voyages is, what you can see on board, the beauty of our vessels, and even our guests, the demographics of our guests. These videos that I'm about to show really put things in perspective. You're going to see a lot, but they are phenomenal videos, again, that kind of cue up who Atlas Ocean Voyages are. Let's start out right now with one of the main ones. So sit back and watch this awesome movie. And that is just a sampling of Atlas Ocean Voyages and what you can see on board and what we offer on board. It's an extraordinary experience, as you saw so much in that video. This next video is something that we're incredibly proud of. Antarctica and the Arctic regions and the polar regions are becoming incredibly popular. So Atlas Ocean Voyages is really geared towards these particular regions around the world, specifically Antarctica. What you're about to see is a true story. You're going to see emotions. You're going to see passion. You're actually going to see a couple of our guests. These are not actors. These are guests that literally get choked up. I call it inspirational. I mean, it is literally inspirational. in Antarctica. If you've never been, or if your clients have never been, chances are it's on their bucket list. And here's just a short story, if you will, of some of our guests that documented their stay in Antarctica. It may or may not be on your bucket list, but I can assure you, if you ever go to Antarctica, you are going to be inspired. You're going to be really, really motivated and impressed, and like I get emotional. Let's check that video out.
When I was young, for me, speaking of Antarctica was like speaking of Mars or the Moon or some Jupiter or whatever other planet. And being here right now, oh, it's a passion.
In my wildest dreams, I didn't really imagine myself ever being here. Because it's just such a... It almost feels like another planet.
This has literally been a life-changing trip, really an opportunity of a lifetime.
It's just mind-blowing, like something that you'll never get to experience again. I just feel so fortunate to be here.
It gives you goosebumps. It's the experience of a lifetime.
You just had like a rush of adrenaline and energy in your body.
Am I really here? It's really powerful.
Paddling through the ice floes, getting up near the icebergs was a one-in-a-lifetime experience.
All the different colors of the icebergs.
You see all these turquoise, beautiful colors.
Yeah, they have like different shades of blue.
We were within 2 meters of this massive humpback whale. Eventually it woke up and then just deep dived right next to us, so we had an amazing shot of its tail, and fantastic.
One of the coolest things I think you can do when you come to Antarctica on an expedition cruise is camp here on the continent. It's a penguin right here. Right here.
Honestly, I had zero interest in doing the polar plunge. It was actually really fun, and it was over so fast, and really a highlight. Now I kind of want to do it again. They should offer it at 8 a.m. every morning.
The guests appreciate the comfort of the ship, the fact that the ship is pretty much brand new.
Towers are the biggest that I've ever seen on a cruise ship.
We had a beautiful window that looked out over everything, and we could lower it and look out, and we had a big sitting area.
I thought that was top-notch.
You will not go hungry.
Everything is so amazing.
And we want to try every single thing.
And the staff in the dining room have become people we look forward to seeing 3 times a day.
And they don't repeat the menu either. Every day is just something different. It's
A little bit Brazilian yesterday,
yeah,
right?
they do, yeah.
The guests go off the ship very happy and feeling, and actually a lot of them emotional, you know. In the last couple of days you feel that.
You don't need to change anything. It's perfect. We've got a great trip. Look, I'm crying.
Antarctica has that vastness that makes you feel small, but also part of the bigger world around you.
There he is.
This for me is the peak. It doesn't get any better than this, I don't think. I'm not sure how we top this next year.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Christina.
And we are Atlas World Travelers.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Tim, and we're Atlas World Travelers.
We are Atlas World Travelers.
Go on.
And we are Atlas World Travelers. I'm Rick.
I'm Alice, and we are Atlas World Travelers.
We are Atlas World Travelers. Come on!
Kind of going into what we're going to talk about today, and what I want you to understand is how different Atlas Ocean Voyages truly is. We are a unique cruise line. It's very small. Our vessels are very small, only around 185 to 190 at the most. We typically will sail with around 175 guests. These are sleek yacht-style vessels. They are they have open spaces, and they really allow our guests to not only enjoy where we're going, but how we get there. And these vessels are laid out beautifully. Here's an important piece of information here, the guest profile. Who is an Atlas Ocean Voyages client for you? It's one of the things that separate us is our particular unique demographic in terms of our guests. You would think that maybe they would have, gray hair and, be in their 80s or 90s, and guess what? Some of them are. But most of our demographics range anywhere from around 45 to 65. Now, granted, I was on board with an 80-year-old who took the polar plunge, and he could also run circles around me. So the way that I like to describe our guests is they're active. Obviously, they're affluent. Their income bracket is definitely on the higher side. Their lifestyle is adventuresome. They're not tourists. They're not on vacation necessarily. They are world travelers. They are savvy travelers. They're affluent, and they want to knock things off their bucket list because they want to see everything there is to see. And Atlas Ocean Voyages has this unique demographic where folks of all ages, be it empty nesters all the way up to grandmother and grandfather, all of them kind of have this unique blend. As you can see, they're definitely, there's an education standpoint because of the income bracket, because of the affluent nature of our guests. There's going to be a lot in common. We really want to, or I want you to know, that we focus on where we go. We call ourselves intimate yacht style cruising or yachting expeditions because these vessels are built to go into and out of regions most vessels or cruise lines can't. Atlas Ocean Voyages, our ships are polar class. What that means is they are built for these particular regions, be it the Mediterranean, be it Iceland, Greenland, Antarctica. These ships are built for these regions. And you'll see as we move along just how these particular ships make the experience of your clients all the better. This slide is about me. There's no one that I love more than me. The reason that I'm showing you this slide is because I am just one member of several people that work for Atlas Ocean Voyages that really have been in the industry for a long time, a little longer than I want to admit. But all of us have unique backgrounds. Our CEO comes from Regent and Oceana. I come, as you can see, from a lot of different arrays of cruise lines, both from an expedition standpoint and small ship, large ship. We come from an array of an experience, and I don't know, we have a combined total of hundreds of years of experience. So the entire company knows what we're doing. There is a lot of things that you should tell your clients when they're considering Atlas Ocean Voyages. One of the main ones is just how personalized our service is. When you go on a cruise, you go on a yachting expedition, the service makes the difference. It really, really does. The crew makes the difference. We are highly acclaimed. We have a staff that is so remarkable. I'm incredibly proud of them. And when you couple that service with where we go, with the fact that we are destination focused, you'll also get an idea of what I call the pillars, and we'll go into that in further into the training about the pillars of Atlas Ocean Voyages. But one of them, or rather two of them, is that team, that wonderful crew that waits on your clients hand and foot. The second one is definitely the destination, where we go and what we do when we get there. Everywhere that Atlas Ocean Voyages goes is an experience, be it a cultural experience, an Epicurean expedition. We are focused on the culture and the authenticity of everywhere we go. We don't want you to just step off of the vessel, look around, buy a piece of jewelry and get back on. That's not who we are. We want you to really feel and experience that particular port of call, that particular region of the world. Everything is included. This is a short video, or rather a short slide, because when you ask, hey, what's included? Everything. So much is included, you know, that term nickel and dime has been worn out, so we feel that as well. So everything is included, including gratuities, including more of the top shelf spirits, both wine and liquor. And so whenever you pay for the cruise, so much is included. I do want to kind of zip through this remarkable interior of our vessels. The World Navigator and the World Traveler are out right now, and in just a few weeks, our third ship, the World Voyager, will be coming out. Take a look at this. This is absolutely remarkable. What you're seeing is just a sample of some of the staterooms. These are real pictures. You'll see that there's fine woods, fine textures. You'll see that they are decorated impeccably. Sometimes you don't have to see luxury, you can actually feel luxury. When you walk into these staterooms and you walk around the ships, be it in the corridors or anywhere throughout the ship, you will see a remarkable level of quality, impeccably designed wherever you go through the ship. And we say that it is really all about the quality of the ship, and I love it when people, they step off the ship and they go they go into these amazing regions of the world, and then they come back to what you're seeing right now. Phenomenal interiors. Dining, be it in one of our main restaurants. I personally like dining outside. Right now you're looking at a picture of the dining al fresco. This particular area is where you literally dine outside. It's all about really having both the experience of fine dining while actually having Santorini in the background, Sicily in the background, Antarctica, the Mediterranean, Greenland, Iceland, and here you are having and enjoying an experience, a fine dining experience, all with a backdrop of the Mediterranean or any of the regions that we go into. There is a theater and there's an educational component to Atlas Ocean Voyages. And by educational component, I'm really more talking about every time we go into a destination, prior to getting there, we have experts in the field that enlighten your guest and inform your guest or our guest, your clients, about where we're going, what's there, how it originated, some of the cultural tidbits of information, the food, how things were designed. And this particular lecture, if you will, is so informative and so educational that it adds even another component onto the cruise. Everywhere you go, on any of an Atlas Ocean Voyages vessel, be it the World Traveler, the World Navigator, or the new World Voyager that's coming, you're going to feel this element of luxury. The vessels, I can't go on and on enough about it. I will say this. If you do choose to really knock it out of the park with accommodations, every single one of our suites has butler service. And that butler is there for you. He or she is at your service 24/7 around the clock. So if you do want to book yourselves in one of our suites, remember, you not only get all of the services of everyone else in the crew, you get your own private butler. Lifestyle on board is relaxed. There are no rock climbing walls on Atlas Ocean Voyages. There are no go-kart racetracks on Atlas Ocean Voyages. There are no laser tag games on Atlas Ocean Voyages. What there is sophistication, education, relaxed accommodations, beautiful, wonderful surroundings, a lounge type of entertainment, be it a world-class pianist, an opera singer, a recent American Idol artist was on board. So the lounge type onboard entertainment really is much more about you relaxing, enjoying, because most of the fun, or I should say a lot of the fun, happens when you're on shore. So when you come back to these beautiful ships, you want to relax. You want to enjoy all the things that there is to do on board. This is my favorite spot on board every single one of our ships. It's called the Dome. It's on top of the ship. It has 360 degree views all the way around. I love being in the Dome when we come up on a port or we depart from a port, because you really have this beautiful, beautiful view wherever you turn and wherever you look in the Dome. I don't know about you or your clients, but the Dome will probably fast become one of your favorite things. There is a spa on board. A while ago when I said everything was included, I do want to say that our spa treatments are not included. That's probably expected, of course. But our spa treatments are phenomenal. There's an array of different spa treatments. That's about the only thing that's not included. There's a lot of pre and post immersions, because every time you go on an Atlas Ocean voyage, we want you to enjoy both. We want you to enjoy the regions or the destinations both before you get on board and after you get on board. We'll talk a little bit more about that later as well. I did also want to kind of go over really quickly where we go. Arctic and Norwegian fjords, Iceland and Greenland. You can see the northern lights. The captivating destinations like the Mediterranean. This is something to where I just got back from Spain and I really was blown away. Every day we were in a different port throughout Spain, and I was just amazed at what we did when we got there. The Epicurean adventures when we got there, how we operated in these different destinations. And what I'm getting at is the expeditions. There is an expedition included in every single one of our voyages, be it an Epicurean expedition in our Mediterranean sailings, or the wonderful Terra del Fuego National Park in Ushuaia. A lot of folks go to this particular national park in Ushuaia just for that, let alone a cruise, and that is included in all of our Antarctica sailings. Getting back to the Epicurean adventures, they're included. These are gourmet, culinary expeditions that are really geared for you to enjoy food, wine, chefs, gastronomic experts, both, by the way, these events happen both on board and on shore. They are included. They're very cultural. So wherever we go, your Epicurean gourmet culinary expedition is going to be regional, because we want you to get a taste of that natural, authentic port. So those are included. And as I was saying, on every single Mediterranean voyage, there is that gastronomic guest, and these are experts in their field. They're on board with you. And when you're off board, we also have our expedition leaders. These are usually not from the United States. They are from the local areas. Pablo here is literally born in Ushuaia, so he knows Ushuaia. All of our expedition leaders are phenomenal experts. They literally add to your expedition. They add to your overall experience. Why? Because they are experts and they are from those areas. They have studied those areas. So not only are you having a wonderful, fun time, you're literally learning and you're seeing and you're hearing firsthand so much information about this wonderful place that you're going to. So there's a lot more about Atlas Ocean Voyages. I can't wait to tell you about it. But for now, sink that in. Hopefully those videos that you watched and a little bit of the ship that you saw will entice you to really open this up to your clients. And from all of us at Atlas Ocean Voyage, I'm Kirk Anthony. That is my email address right there. That is also my direct phone number. Feel free to call me or email me around the clock 24/7. Hope to see you on board.